Okay, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another reading with the Crown Priestess. It is February 17th, I think, when I'm recording this. I hope everyone who celebrates enjoyed their Valentine's Day, enjoyed their weekend. Now, in the States, it's President's Week, so a lot of federal businesses are closed, the schools are closed, the kids are home this week. I feel like there's this energy of like, you thought you was gonna be able to like relax, but you're not. Like, and I don't wanna like press it on some Debbie Downer shit, but it's like, it feels just like something is coming up that is requiring your undivided attention. I'm drinking Hennessy, y'all. Listen, it's not that type of week or nothing for me. I'm not going through nothing, thank God, at the moment, you know, because I'm human. We go through stuff. But, y'all, I'm from the South Bronx. I grew up in the South Bronx in the 90s. I'm from New York City. Like, this is what this is what we drank. I know they don't sponsor my ass. I'm being drawn to the logo here with the strong arm and the axe. There could be something that's just requiring, again, your strength, your labor. Like, it's like you thought you was going to be able to sit down, but you can't. Like, something's going on. It's so funny because imported by Moet Hennessy, USA Inc., New York, New York. I never noticed that. Like, ain't Hennessy supposed to be French? But, which it is, but I think that's so interesting because I literally just said, this is what the girls drank in New York City. Like, this is, you know, when we was growing up, this is what the little hood girls drank, okay? We drink that Hennessy. I don't want to hear nothing. It was something, my girlfriend, she brought that through for the Galentine. Mind you, obviously, affiliated brands. We were drinking Moet. We were drinking champagne and shit, like ladies. But listen, you can take the girl out the Bronx. You can't take the Bronx out the girl. Showed up with the Henny, and here we are. Some of y'all this week might just feel like you need a stiff drink. You know, it's something like that. I'm telling you, that's the energy. Like, something's going on, okay, this week. And it's just going to require some extra, I want to say determination. Like, somebody here is determined, like, because it got to get handled. Yeah. Awareness was the first card out when I said determined. Fulfillment of wishes. Truth. That's like judgment at the bottom. You know what I'm getting? It's going to be really important this week to be transparent, okay? Transparency is very key here, no matter how dark the truth is, yeah? See, Hennessy is she's a brown girl, but she's transparent, okay? Transparency is going to be very important for you this week. And this may be the strong arm that I'm noticing on the logo with the axe. It's like, you may it's a chop. Like, you may just gotta cut right to the point on something or cut something off in general. But nonetheless, this is the truth. And this is what has to be done. This is what has to be said. I think that I'm speaking to somebody who has held their tongue for quite some time. Maybe, and this can go so many ways, but I feel like you're not like trying to necessarily keep secrets, but maybe you're just a very private person, you know, a very reserved energy. Like, you just a wiser person, you know, to some degree. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really getting so much that this is like somebody who's super seasoned. I'm actually getting that this is somebody who's awakening into their seasoning, right? Like that awareness. It's like you're now realizing I'm a grown ass woman, or like I'm a grown man, and like I can't this is not okay anymore. I can't let this fly anymore. You know, for some of you, it's as simple as being vulnerable and transparent about probably a connection for a lot of you, but just a lot of things. Like there are things that you haven't said, maybe because you were ashamed to say to share this. I think community is going to be really important for you guys this week. Did I say that already? There's somebody here that you're speaking to, and it's like you're, for the first time, right, you see this? And stand your ground is at the bottom. Deception and envy versus wisdom. Some of you are standing up to someone and finally stating everything that you need to state. You know, like you're just like going to be heard. For others, and this can be the same, it can be you doing both these things, right? Standing your ground up to somebody who needs to hear about themselves and you tired of whatever and you just gonna let them know. But then there's this blanket of vulnerability and transparency that I cannot ignore. And it's like, maybe you're finally going, it's like, I'm getting this, like somebody, for example, is in an abusive, okay, I don't even remember the name of the movie, but it just came out not that long ago. It's with Megan Good and that other guy that was dating one of the Maori sisters. Remember, and they both went through a divorce, right? Megan Good went through a divorce with that trifling ass pastor, fake ass Christian. I said what I said. Fake, disgusting, narcissistic Christian man. Moving forward. And oh boy was dealing with his divorce from, I don't really know what's good with sister. But okay. Anyway, I don't know who was wrong in their situation because I didn't really follow that one. But Megan Good is my girl, and I don't play that with the hiding behind God ass men who are really just fucking demons for real. Moving forward. Yeah, I got real upset with that. But moving forward, I'm getting that they were in this movie recently, and he was disgusting to her in this movie. Like, he was the most fucking broken ass, narcissistic, avoidant attachment. Like, he was just the worst kind of person, and he was really dragging her down, and she was really just doing absolutely everything in her power to make this fucking nobody happy, because that's what women do. And by the time everything was all over and like her parents, you know, she finally had to like go live with her parents and stuff because shit was just getting bad. They had no idea what she was really going through in that marriage, you know. They only had like bits and pieces. And you know, it's something like that I'm getting, like, again, maybe you were just somebody, excuse me, y'all, who was really private, suffering in silence. Maybe you were going through a DV situation, and hey, DV is on a spectrum. It doesn't have to be physical, but unfortunately, a lot of times it does have physical attributes to it. Like, and so I'm sorry if that's your story, you know, but it's something like that. Like, somebody is going through that or was going through that, and they're finally being transparent about this with their friends or their family, with someone, police, whoever. Like, they're coming out to say, hey, this is what I've been going through. And damn, that shit almost made me cry just now. Somebody's really having it rough. That shit literally, it almost impactfully in the moment brought tears to my eyes. And now I'm getting that Medea movie. I can't remember which one it was, where Blair, Blair Underwood was like a toxic, abusive husband. And she went to her wedding, like the day that her wedding was supposed to happen. She had to go and tell all them people, like, I'm not getting married because this man has been beating me, abusing me, and just like, I'm not doing it. And that, you know, this is shit that, again, caught everybody by surprise. And that's what I'm getting from this. It's like you're finally being transparent with somebody about all the things that you suffered, all the things that you've been through, all the stuff you've been going through privately or in secret, and they are just floored. They are just like, excuse me? What? You know what I mean? And again, it could have been because you had shame behind this. You were protecting somebody else. You know, you didn't want to make a spectacle of things. You didn't want the domino effects. But it's like now you have to stand your ground. And as I want to say this to whoever I'm talking to that's experiencing this, you are so much stronger than you think. Like so much. Because I think up till this point, you have felt very, very weak, very small, very like I'm going to break down. You know what I mean? And perhaps you have plenty times. But that's how real it is. This event, this catalyst, this course of action, this stand up, like this stance, thank you, that's the words. This stance is exactly why you're strong. That's the fucking that's the thing. Hennessy, sponsor me. You see, that's a man holding an axe. That's the strong arm. That's the chop that I saw. Like, this is going to be like the rest of your life now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm done with this, and I'm here with it. I'm here. You know, I understand now. You're not weak. You know, and I think a lot of you have been in this space where somebody made you feel that way and maybe even said those words. Let me tell you something. These fucking disgusting ass people, and I'm saying people because unfortunately, and I hate that for my fucking kind, women can be like this too. It's not just men. It's mostly men. I am not taking that away from y'all. You can say whatever you want in them comments. You know it's mostly y'all. But there are disgusting women out here too. Like, just fried. So these fucking disgusting ass people, bro, it's what's about to come for them. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I'm telling you now. Because the way spirit is moving and shaking to get up in front of these people, don't even worry. Okay? I beg. How do African people say it? I beg. Don't fucking worry, okay? Because they're gonna get handled real fucking bad. But this stance, you coming out, you being transparent, you being vulnerable, you saying, yo, I'm done doing this, and this is what's been going on, and whatever, you're gonna have the support you're looking for. You're gonna feel so relieved. You are going to realize in the coming months how fucking resilient. I think I said something about resilience in my last collective. How strong, like, you're so powerful. You can't be broken. That you cannot. You cannot be broken. Like, it's not gonna happen. Because that's what it is. You see, now I'm being drawn to the root under here, right? The seed at the bottom of this tree, I'm being drawn to. And think of how long it takes for a tree to grow, right? If I planted a tree today, I will not see it grow to its fullest potential in this lifetime. I die a million times before I saw the damn tree. A million is crazy, but I die a few lifetimes before I saw the tree at its full potential. You understand? Because they take very long to grow. But the problem is somebody, they only saw you in this state. They only got to see the seed. You know, maybe they got to see a sprout, and then they kind of ignored it. Like, it got tired to look at. It got boring to wait. It got boring to, you know, see you blossom or whatever. And so they started looking at other trees, watering not really watering. This person don't give watering. They went picking flowers in the meadow rather than watching the flower that they planted grow. But okay, clock it, ciao. But anyway, while old fool was outside picking wildflowers, he was neglecting you, right? And this is just symbolism. Take it how you need to. But What he didn't understand was that God was still providing you with rain, was still providing you with sunlight, was still providing you with nutrients. Every so often somebody came through and said, oh, this looks a little dry, and threw a little something on there. And oh, these weeds, and pulled that out of the way. And little by little, you begin to grow, okay? But it was going over this person's head. Like, it wasn't important to them. The process just wasn't important to them. And so when they got done picking flowers that later died, because when you pick flowers, inevitably, if you don't return them to the soil and love them and nurture them, they will die. But when you love a flower, you water it, you take care of it, you give it sunlight, and before you know it, you have the most beautiful garden on the block. So this person was picking flowers, their flowers all died, and then they thought, hey, let me go see what's going on back at this little spot where I put that seed at, where I planted that seed before. And by the time they showed back up, you were in the flower at all. You were a whole fucking tree. You understand? Do they understand the metaphor? Child, what's your advice? Oh, yeah. Get up out of this. I don't think this is a week where, yeah, it's behind because it's at the bottom. The rest of rejuvenation, but the victory and success. I think this week is just about stepping away. I think it's about dropping the mic. I think it's about saying what you some of you already said this. You already took the stance against whoever it is. But it's important this week now to share your story. This is a time for testimony. This is a time to reflect, right? And I think community is going to be really important for you. There's heavy emphasis on a mature woman here or a mature man, okay? Could be a parent, could be, and it doesn't have to be your parent, just somebody who is a parent or just somebody who has been there before. They've been there before, so they get it. You know, they got the t-shirt. Do not get louder when you hear me talking. It's rude. That boy over there, moving forward. This is somebody that when you share this story, it's like in that movie where she, you know, her parents finally understood like what she was going through in that marriage with that terrible fucking man. And her mother read the letters about the stuff that she endured, the abuse. And it was flooring, but they were just so supportive to her, so like receptive, and they were able to give her so much compassion, so much love, so much nurturing, so much guidance, so much kindness. You understand? And I feel like somebody that you are leaning on is going to give that. They're going to be that for you at this time. You can trust this person, and not just because of, you know, them being older or whatever. This is just somebody who has been in your shoes. They have mastered these lessons. This is somebody particularly who is going to be very stable, very established, and they've been around the block. You know what I mean? Like, they know. So this is not somebody who's going to be judgmental. This is not somebody who is going to be like, oh, that's crazy, that could have never been me. Or this is not that energy. This is somebody who is going to listen, actively listen. They are going to comprehend you. They are going to hug you. They are going to cry with you. And they are going to give you sound advice. And they are going to be there for you. You understand? So, your advice is to lean into that individual this week. Okay? And to be very, very transparent. Vulnerability and transparency are going to be very beneficial to you this week. Okay? And when it comes to whoever it is that has betrayed you, if you haven't already stood up to this person, you probably going to be doing that too. this week. Some of you, it's like everything's happening together at once. For others of you, I feel like you've already taken this stance, but this week is the time to actually share your story. Because you can't heal it if you can't feel it, right? That's the cliche, but it's very real. You have to be able to talk. You have to be able to say it. You have to be able to cry. You have to be able to let it out. All right? So I don't know who that was for. Hopefully y'all getting through it. Holla at the Hennessy if you built. Love, light, and abundance.